Abundance, my people, abundance. Abundance, supreme rising to you all. 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 The mystical one, abundance. Abundance to you all. Gratitude, gratitude, abundance, abundance, my people. Years old, supreme rising. What an amazing time to be alive. Yeah, I'm on my shit this morning. I told y'all what I was gonna be doing, right? I'm getting back to where I'm getting back to me. Everything on my leg is feeling better, but you know, they still got me down. I'm coming back, you know what I mean? I couldn't even sleep. I went to sleep early. Abundance. I'm waiting on that invite to that biblical clubhouse. I'm waiting on that. Years old. Let me up in there. Let me up in there. Let me up in there. First and foremost, before I go any further, woman, child, and man, cosmos and earth, eternal light, each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you, my brothers and sisters. I sincerely do. So now, as my people, as I stated to you before, right? And that chromosomes, so-called black people don't have the chromosomes that they're telling you that other races of people possess. And why is that? Because there's still no scientific evidence, and it's only theories on how we went from haploids to diploids. You have to explain that to us. There is no scientific evidence because you can't find it naturally in nature. So if you can't find it naturally in nature, how did it take place with us? So, and you can't find that taking place anywhere in the cosmos. And as I told you before, you can call it whatever you want. Take DNA and just take it and put it in your music industry, your movie industry, take it to your iPhones, your electronics, your car, your vehicle. Take it like that. Now, let me ask you a question. Would you rather have a 2023 BMW, or would you rather have a 1980 BMW? Ask yourself that question. You always want the upgrade because there's always something better. So why would the universe all of a sudden create something that has a possibility of a downgrade? That doesn't make any sense. And why would the universe want to create something that can't correspond with it? Why would I create you and I can't communicate with you? I wouldn't do anything like that. When I created everything, the smallest grain of grass to the smallest insect to the deepest aquatic animal in the bottom of the deepest part of the ocean, I can communicate with that because that is natural. You, I cannot communicate with. In order for you to communicate with me, you have to go through the sun, which is just like they tell black people. In order for you to speak to God, you got to go through what? Jesus. So in order for you to reach the divinity, in order for you to be natural to the planet, you have to be able to biosynthesize the sun. And if you can't do that, then that means you're unnatural. When every natural living organism loves to bathe in the sun. Every natural living organism, they feed off the sun. So now we get into what you would call these chromosomes, as I was explaining to so-called black people, my brothers and sisters. And this is why I ask any scientist, geneticist, or biologist that can explain this to me, because I'm definitely looking for this. The 22, you get 23 chromosomes from your mom, 23 chromosomes from your father. The only one chromosome determines your sex. Now, the rest of the chromosomes, the 22 chromosomes, is autosomal chromosomes, which are recessive genes. Now, they are directly connected to cystic fibrosis, which is the over a development of mucus. Why would you be developing a mucus? The one thing that viruses and diseases need to attach themselves to is mucus. So why would your body produce that? The second one is sickle cell anemia, right? Why would that's the breakdown of the hemoglobin inside of the red, that's the breakdown of the hemoglobin that starts to make the red blood cell harden. So why would that happen? Now, when you understand cells and you understand food and nutrition and energetic frequencies, you know that food has a frequency to it. So when the same thing one of your cells do that your body is made of trillions of, millions of, you do as an entire organism. So just like you need to hydrate, just like you need to urine and poop and you need rest, your cells do the same exact thing. And what happens when you eat something that's not healthy and you feel sick and you're not doing well? Well, when your cells are doing that, they start to die off. You see what I'm saying to you? And then they start producing and turning what you call white cells inside of the body. So now, with our people, when we're born with certain, what you would call viruses and diseases, and even certain forms of birth abnormalities, that come from antigens that are attached to our blood. They could never change our phenotype, but they can fuck with your phenotype. You understand what I'm saying to you? Meaning that they can make it not function the way it's supposed to function to its proper capacity. So when we dealing with certain forms of viruses and diseases and mental disorders, you have to trace it all the way back to what you would call foods and vaccinations. And now the antigens that are in the bloodstream that are fighting against your body for developing the correct cells to fight off infections. And now you take the people that literally raped you, that have these different type of animal genetic inside of them, and then look at what they have forced us to eat through slavery. So this didn't happen just with the white man. We was enslaved 3 times, the Asian man, the Arab man, and the white man. So just take and look at what we are eating. The same poison, toxic, that we are putting in our body that's not conducive to our genetic makeup. Every species on this planet, from the smallest to the largest, has its blueprint stored inside of its genetic material on what it should be eating and what it should be doing. Every last one of them, including us, my people, including us. So just because you can chew the fucking food up and swallow the food doesn't mean that it's going to work well with the structure of your cells, aka organs, because the purpose of food is to transfer energy from the sun into the sun, transfer its energy into plants transferred into sun, and the sun transferred the energy into you as you're eating. So you're getting the glucose, the flavonoids, the amino acids. You're getting all of the nutrients that the sun would naturally give you that you need. And this is what the sun provides for us. Now when you go to what you can look this up, it's called deletion syndrome. When you go to look at things that are taking place with other races of people. Like, let me give an example here. We're going to go when I put up here, deletion syndrome is a genetic disorder where a tiny piece of chromosome 22 is missing. So the 22nd chromosome, right? A portion of any chromosome, when they say deletion syndrome, a portion of any chromosome get deleted. And what they mean by deleted, that the genetic information that is stored in that chromosome that sends the information to the RNA to produce the protein enzymes, the molecules, the workers to build the cell. One of them niggas made a wrong turn. They didn't make it to work on time. They fell asleep. The alarm clock didn't go off. They didn't make, it didn't work. So this is where you get birth abnormalities from. So now now it said missing. Now, most cases happen randomly as babies grows inside the mother uterus. It can also be inherited. Symptoms vary widely. It can range from heart defect and developmental delays and seizure. It can result in heart defects and developmental delays and seizures. This is called deletion syndrome, and this is part of chromosome 22. If that is missing, a portion of that is missing, and they call that a mutation. They call it a mutation. So hold on. Let me finish. Hold on, I'm not done here. Hold on. Now here we go right here. Here we go right here. Now, mind you, just listen to what I said. This is when the part of that chromosome is missing or is deleted, meaning that it's non-functionable. And a lot of this take place starting with the Ashkenazi Jews. But let me move forward. So when other races of people be talking about this is a cult, y'all in a cult of lies. I'm not in a lie. This is when you break down the chromosomes and the effects that take place with the human anatomy, the phenotype, when the chromosomes are not functioning, when the genetic information is not functioning. Because look, once you alter the atom inside of the cell, everything else starts to alter. So this is why they say a deletion. So let me get it. Each cell, each one of your cells vibrate to a frequency. So let's just say the frequency on the planet during that gestation period with that baby, the frequency is vibrating high. So during that period of that time and that genetic information that's sent over to the RNA to develop the cell, to get the molecules, to develop the protein enzymes and molecules to develop the cell, the frequency was too high for that cell to match, to fuse, to make that living, whatever organ it needed to make. So here's another one. Right here. Partial deletion of chromosome 21 is a very rare genetic condition. Of course they're going to say it's a very rare genetic condition. But now they said it's a very rare genetic condition. But I'm going to read this shit to you and I want you to tell me, how is this sound like everyday reality to you? Partial deletion of chromosome 21 is a very rare genetic condition with highly variable phenotype features. Hold on. Let me say this to you again. Partial deletion of chromosome 21 is a very rare condition with highly variable phenotype. The way you look, features, including heart defect, higher cleft plate. Higher cleft plate is in your mouth when the roof of your mouth is not connected. Now who you see being born with that? Now keep going. Brain malformations, meaning the brain is not developing correctly. Brain malformations. And I already told you that all other races have an undeveloped brain due to the fact that the genetic splicing that has been taking place with them. Brain malformation, cerebral atrophy, the entirety of the brain, and atrophy meaning that it starts to become a waste. It's no good. So a portion of their brain is no good. Cerebral atrophy, developmental delay, and intellectual disability. Partial deletion of chromosome 21. But this is something rare. But when I read that off, how many people do you see walking around literally that can fit that right there? And who you see like this majority out here? Stop it. So let's keep it moving. People that can't comprehend, people that have pretty much AKA dyslexia. You understand? What is chromosome 21 birth defect? Hold on. So let me just say this to you, my sisters. If me and you had sex, right? And every time me and you had sex and you got pregnant going through a gestation period, and this is what you would have to worry about each and every time. What is the chromosome 21 birth defect? Down syndrome. Down syndrome. Down syndrome is a genetic disorder. It is also called trisomy. Maybe I'm pronouncing that wrong. It includes certain birth defects, learning problems, facial features, and child with Down syndrome also may have heart defects and problems with vision and hearing. Like I said to you, When these things take place with us, it's because of the poisons that we are putting in our body. When we're drinking alcohol, when we're smoking cigarettes, when we're taking these vaccinations and drugs that they are giving us, when we are eating the foods and stuff that we are constantly doing and we're not healthy, we're not ingesting the sun, we're not taking time to heal ourselves properly. You understand? This is what take place with our children. This is what take place with us. So let me just keep moving forward. And I apologize, my people. I know, see, this is a YouTube live, but see, listen, look at what I'm giving my people. Stop playing with me, man. Look at what I'm giving my motherfucking people. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing, Kala. Huh? Stop playing with Kala. Look at what I'm giving my people, man. All right, hold on. Playing with Kala, man. Stop playing with me. And people want to call me and keep talking about I'm in the cult. Hold on for 1 second. I'm not done yet, people. Hold on. ADHD. Remember they told you about ADHD, children? Clearly, our children don't have ADHD. When you understand, it's just, see, they tell you that your children has attention deficit disorder because they can't sit still in the classroom. What you don't understand is when you got a brand new car, and when you was 19 or 21 years old and you got your first motherfucking car, whether it was brand new or old, how long did that nigga sit in front of the door? You was always in it moving around. Did you have ADHD, nigga, with your car? Yo, Kala, get off of here. I talk, man. Listen, man, thank y'all for y'all support, man. Hit that. Listen, Kala don't ask y'all for nothing, but anybody that support me, man, appreciate you, man. Listen, I'm not working right now. I'm trying to get back to work. I appreciate y'all, but listen, this is a YouTube live that I'm giving y'all right here. You see what I'm saying to you? This is a YouTube live. So let me just keep going forward right here real fast. A recent 2010 analyst genome-wide study found only one confirmed location on one chromosome 16, that has been repeatedly linked to ADHD. Chromosome 16. Repeatedly linked to ADHD. Now let me keep on moving, people. Woohoo, look, this is some shit here too, people. Hold on, make sure I got this right. All right, hold on. Here we go right here. Okay, hold on. I want you to give me a proof. Give me 1 minute. The person that said they had plenty of proof, I want you to tell me what you had plenty of proof of, because I definitely, I love anything that comes to knowledge. When it comes to this shit, I love it. So we can go with this shit all day. Here we go right here. Now peep this, people. Now you know this shit is divine timing. It said the Philadelphia chromosome forms when chromosome 9 and chromosome 22 breaks and exchange parts. Now I'm gonna go more into chromosome heterozygous versus homozygous, and how the chromosomes, when they talk about exchanging parts for one another. Now, why would I need to do research? Now, listen, let me speak to you, my sister, and I love you, and I value. I don't want to say I love you. I value. Let me pin this right here. I want to pin this right here. Now, listen. Let me pin this right here. I value. I value. I appreciate you. I want you to understand that with every molecule, every atom that makes up my genetic, physical makeup, and every gas that makes up my spiritual makeup, my soul, who I truly am. I want to tell you something. I want you to answer me one question, right? What is the one thing that black people walk around with? Excuse me. What is the one thing that black people know 100%? Excuse me. What is the one thing that black people use 100% of the time, but they know less than 1% about? Less than 1% about. It's just our anatomy. So when so you tell me to study, do your research on the slave trade, the Islamic slave trade. Nah, the biggest slave trade that's taking place right now is education. The medical facilities. Do you know what totipotent stem cells is? Do you know what your body does for other people? Because if you knew what your genetic makeup does for other people, when you go in a doctor's office, you wouldn't let them take blood from you. You wouldn't even go to an OBGYN. You wouldn't let them swab inside of your vajayjay. You know why? because you would know what they're doing. You wouldn't let them do none of that to you. You wouldn't let them touch your daughter or your son. You wouldn't do that. You can go into a doctor's office right now and you can say, Doc, I got my shoes on the wrong foot. We need to draw blood from you. Why do they need to take blood from you? Give me 6 quarts of blood. Why are they taking blood from you? So talking about Islam and religion, all that's a waste of time. Because guess what? The prokaryotic cell is the most important cell that's on the planet because that's the original cell. Everyone else is eukaryotic cells. You got to understand you first in order to combat the lies. And then when you understand and know thyself, you would pick and choose what lies you need to squabble with. Because guess what? You will see a lot of them is fruitless. They're beneath you. The only reason why I exchange in a lot of sometimes fruitless debates with individuals is because star seeds are watching and I like to break things down to its simplest form. So it's no misunderstanding. No misunderstanding. So it's no need to talk about Muhammad. You know why it's no need to talk about Muhammad? Because when you listen to me and I'm talking about anatomy, Muhammad is genetically spliced with a monkey, a fruit fly, a wolf, a cow, a chimpanzee, a zebrafish. Why would I need to talk about him? He doesn't naturally belong here. Where did he come from? How did he poof out of thin air? First and foremost, and when you say speak about religion, that means you believe in someone outside of you, a God. Most people who come here on my problems that watch my videos know I talk about nothing but anatomy. There is no God. Not the one that they taught you anyway. There's a biological God. Just like there is a biological God to honeybees, there is a biological God to elephants, and there's a biological God to hippopotamus. And if you don't believe me, go in the wild and go fuck with them then. Go in there and try to take their child. Go fuck with the female and the children in the wild of the animals I just named. And let's see how far you go. See if they go in there and show them your religious books. Show them Christianity, Islam, Judaism. Show them books as you going in there to touch their children and harm their females. And see how the males react. And the women. You know what they tell you? F you and your God. And I'm not saying that to you, sister. I'm just bringing it to another scientific point of view. Like, for example, I'm sitting here talking about the chromosomes. And because you may not understand these chromosomes and the effect that it's having on black people, like what you call chickenpox, smallpox, AIDS, HIV, all these other diseases that are taking place with us, neurological issues, Down syndrome, ADHD, undeveloped brains, that's not natural with us. So I'm explaining to the people that be trying to come in here, that be using a little bit of their personal feelings mixed in with a little bit of science, when I'm not speaking from a subjective point of view, I'm speaking from an objective point of view. This ain't my personal feelings. It is what it is. So I value and I appreciate you, my sister Divine, all day. But religion is a waste of time. Slavery is a waste of time. Getting better police officers is a waste of time. Your education system is a waste of time. It's a lie. What have you learned? It's really an insult to you, my sister, to be truthful and honest with you. You went to school and graduated high school. I'm quite sure you did. If you didn't, it's okay. It's okay. But I asked you one question. From 0 to 12, your mother couldn't teach you that by the age of 10? Talk to me. Your mother couldn't teach you that by the age of 10? Talk to me. Well, she couldn't because she had to work. Why? What is the root problem of why we have to get up and work and abandon our children and subjugate them to a species, to a bloodline that did nothing but did experimentations on them and hung them and ate them? To be truthful and honest with you. So why would we do, why do we all of a sudden have to work and earn a living on a planet that we created, by the way? We created this planet. This is a biological fact. They even tell you in biology that the planet was formed 4.5 million years ago, and everything on the planet just been recycling itself since then, including you. So actually, they tell you this in biology. Hold on. Wait a second. Come on, baby. Don't worry, your son got you. You know why? Because I love you. See, I'm not talking to you to get between your legs. Fuck I want to do that for? This ain't about me. This ain't about that. See, when you tell a woman, I don't care how, see, when you see what dudes, Dudes be talking because they don't want to lose. I don't want to tell her the truth because I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose women. What the fuck? I done had, in my years of living, believe me I've been treated very well. I'm not concerned with that. Hold on. I'm concerned with the entirety of my species. I just want to show you something real fast. Even biologists say the planet was formed 4.5 million years ago, and it did nothing but recycle itself since then. So give me a second here. People know I ride around with my ammo. Give me one. Man, don't tell me I ain't got my biology book in here. Oh. Mother say, ask and you shall receive, baby. Hold on. Here you go, my love. Everything is matter on Earth has been here since the planet formed 4.5 billion years ago. It has just been recycling since then. So the stuff that makes up your body may once have been part of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, a butterfly, or even bacterium. This is what biologists are saying. Come on, baby. This your son. This is your true SUN. This is your true SUN. So I value, sister. You can bring me into that class. Please invite me to that clubhouse. You understand? Please invite me to that clubhouse. I appreciate you and value to believe that, because you are definitely on point, right? Excuse me. Damn, did I do that? Hold on. I ain't mean to do that. Let me go back here and do unpin. So that's why I wanted to show you. Now, let me get back to these chromosomes real fast, right? Let me get back to these chromosomes real quick, because they tell black people that we have 46 pairs of chromosomes, 23 from the mother and 23 from the father. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. And they know that's not true. All right, here we go right here. Now, this really got me right here. The Philadelphia chromosome. I'm like, what? This is me looking this up. The Philadelphia chromosome formed when chromosome 9 and chromosome 22 break and exchange part. This creates a short chromosome 22 and a new combination of instructions for the cell. The new instructions can lead to the development of chronic leukemia. Now, people, do we know what leukemia is? Huh? And it says, give me 1 second here. Let me go back over here. Whoa. Myelogenous leukemia. Now, is a type of cancer found in the bone and bone marrow, and it causes by the rapid production by abnormal white blood cells. Abnormal white blood cells. These abnormal white blood cells are not able to fight infections and impair the ability of the bone marrow to produce red blood cells and platelets. So, again, would you buy a car in the wintertime? The heat and the air conditioner is working, and the dealer tell you, well, we not sure in the summertime, by the time the summer get here, if the air conditioner gonna work because it's recessive. Because it's recessive. Now, because I'm speaking about genetics, right? Not hatred for no other race, but because I'm speaking about genetics and it's becoming more factual and plain sight to our people, it's a problematic. Why? Why is it problematic? Hold on. Y'all got to understand, when these doctors, when these geneticists, biologists, and chemists are writing these books, and they simplifying their field of study, they putting their license on the line. As hard as I work for my license, as many years as I work for my license, as the time that I put in school, all the hours, writing papers and doing reviews and writing reports, I'm gonna put my license. I'm gonna put my license on the line to lie to people. No, I'm not doing that. You got mainstream scientists, doctors, and geneticists, and then you have independent doctors, geneticists, and biologists. So, once again, as I ask the question, right? Here we go right here. Geneticists believe that the homologous pairs of chromosomes in human started as one set that is haploid, and the entire set was duplicated at some point in some distant ancestor many millions of years ago. So, I gotta ask a question. The religious books don't go no more back than 12,000 years. And it starts with Adam and Eve. How the hell a geneticist is saying millions of years ago we were here on the planet? And now our genetic information just started copying itself over and over and over and over. Why would genetic information needs to keep copying the same information over and over and over and over and not new, evolving information? This is the difference between melanin and artificial intelligence. Neuromelanin and artificial intelligence. So come on, man. I don't have any hatred or anything for anyone. I just speak out factual truth. Give me 1 second, people. My bad, people. My bad. So glory be to who? I don't know who. Glory be to God. Tell me, what has God done for you? What has God? Well, no, you know what? I don't want to ask you about that because, see, we have been trained to be selfish people. So I can clearly say as an individual that if I didn't walk down the street at that 10 seconds ago and because they were shooting down the street, God saved me. So I don't want to speak about me as an individual, but tell me, what has God done for the entirety of your species? What has he done for the entirety of your species? That's all I say. But I understand people want to, do things and put things down because that's how they are, to try to see, you know what I mean? Like, to see what type of reaction people will get by saying certain things that clearly that doesn't make any sense anymore in this day and time. Like, believing in God is like believing in Santa Claus or believing in a tooth fairy. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. And even believing in Satan. The way you choose to think is the way you choose to die. That's just simple as that. And once you understand and overstand that universal law, then you don't have a problem with anything. Seriously. Everything you do starts with the mind. So if you want to stress yourself out and stress your cells out, it starts in the mind. Point blank and simple. So I value my people. I sincerely do. I was looking, I'm going to go, I'm listen, getting myself together. I'm getting myself mentally. I want to thank my brother John, who always light a fire underneath my ass. Like, he just be talking to me some days, man. But like, because some days, man, this shit just be getting hard on me. You know what I mean? Like, I can't, like, I don't like to be in a position that I'm in. It feels uncomfortable. Sometimes being uncomfortable make you better. So, and I understand that. And by me being in this position right now, I see how it's making me better. You know what I mean? So I value my people. Stay sharp mentally. Understand and understand a lot of these viruses and diseases that are taking place, 99.9% of them. Matter of fact, 100% of these viruses and diseases come from the foods that we are eating, the people that we are mixing blood with for our sexual energy. That's the main two sources. That's the main two sources right there, as well as the pills and drugs that we are putting in our body, the drugs. That's it. If we take care of that stuff right there, instantaneously you will heal up. That's why it's a difference. But when you see someone, if you take a black person and you take a so-called black person and you take a so-called white person and they both was doing the same drugs and you put them in a rehab together and then they start exercising, eating healthy, you will see the black person actually reverse time. He would literally reverse time. A person would come out and look like they never was on drugs before, but the white person would not do it. The only difference is you will see that the foulness, like far as the cleanliness, you understand, will be different. Other than that, no. All right, Kala, can I answer? What question you want me to answer? Let me pin this. What question? Let me see over here. Did you write it over here? Okay. Do mulatto people also have cerebral malfunctions? Mulatto. So you got, all right, now let me say this to you, right? I'm not here to cause any, I already told people already that if your two parents, if you had a mother and a father and they still not together and they was opposite race for each other and they only was in love with each other based off physical features and shit, and then they made you, your parents ain't shit. I just want to tell you like that. You can call it whatever. I don't give a fuck I don't care what they physically gave you. What they mentally gave you was stress and anxiety and depression. That's what they fucking gave you. So I don't give a fuck about what they physically gave you. Understand that, because you got parents out here today that give their children physically everything and their children are mentally fucked up. Seriously. So your mental status is first before the physical status. So anyway, I don't like to touch. I do touch on the subject in my genetics when I speak about it, but I don't like to go because I don't want to make it seem like that. I don't want to make it seem like, you know, other races of people are doomed, because you're not doomed. What makes you doomed with other races of people that literally came from the fact that black people voluntarily reproduce, not the ones that were raped. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the ones that we voluntarily reproduce. What makes you doomed is the fact that you're literally joining the same system that was built off of physical genocide. So you say, Kala, where's the other option? The other option is speaking truth the same way that I'm speaking and forcing your fucking people, losing family members, losing friends, you understand, and speaking truth to them about so-called black people. Now, brothers, any male that's true, that come from the stars, you understand what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck about us. But when it comes to so-called black women and children, they should not be fucking working, earning a living on their fucking planet, being educated, and being medically and psychologically evaluated. They should be left completely the fuck alone. And you are not doing it. So you can sit here and say, well, Kala, I'm not fucking with black people. Your race is, bro. You feel what I'm saying to you? Your race is. This is what we must understand. So you're not fucked because we fucked and made you. You're fucked because you're joining the motherfuckers that's destroying us. That's the problem. So you're a motherfucking conspiracy. You not conspiracy. You accessory to murder. You being charged with accessory. What the fuck? No, but this is not, and it's not, listen, let me make this very clear. If people think on this planet that my brothers and sisters is going to come down here and kill you, you lost your mind. That's why everything going to get done by us ourselves. This is about the motherfuckers that's completely, y'all go watch the movie Venom, the first movie Venom, and tell me who did he fuck up? Excuse my French, because, you know, I try to cut. Who did it? People with guns, people that was terrorizing. What did he tell the dude that went in the store and robbed the individual? What did he tell him? Those are the individuals that are gone. Those, because it's going to be them that's going to survive the first wave. Feel what I'm saying to you? It's going to be the first wave ain't even come yet. Ain't even come yet. You will know when the first wave is here, when America is involved. That's when the domino effects start happening. Not involved as far as militarily. I'm talking about involved as far as city. The motherfucking city is dark, baby. That's when you will know when we are involved. That's when you know the domino effect has started. Bingo. That's when you should be like, boom, next thing, up, here we go. We know what's next. Soon as you know shit start happening in the United States all over and internet go down, next thing you know, you say, get ready to meet the dragon. Get ready to meet the fucking dragon. I wouldn't be surprised if the internet, all the shit go down, crazy shit jump off, and then all of a sudden, the power come back on after a few months. The internet, little shit you see maybe moving around in the sky. And then an extraterrestrial come on motherfucking all the screens on TV. I'm telling you, this is happening. And it's happening fast, and it's going to hurt a lot of people. And the reason why is because you even can see children. If you put on different masks and stuff and you walk around, the children be like, oh my God, because children already know. Children already know what they're going to be looking at down here. We're going to see who's who. The dark from the light. And this ain't got nothing to do with skin. This has something to do directly through genetics that travel back to the cosmos. That's what it is. In order to get through the cosmos, you got to go through the sun. In order for you to get through God, you got to go through the sun. You got to be able to biosynthesize gamma radiation. You got to be able to eat UVA and UVB and UVC radiation. You got to be able to eat that. See, ultraviolet light don't pierce our genetics, but it's piercing somebody else's genetics right now. Call it what you want. Is this anger? Is this hatred? No, it's not. Is this I want to see something happen to other races? No, it's not. We here, baby. I value. And to answer the question when it comes to dealing with species, when it comes to mixed people, if your mother is white, you're going to take on her genetic makeup. I just want to tell you that. You're going to take on her genetic makeup. It's not something that, see, we have to fall in love with who we are. The world has taught you not to love who you are and alter who you are, which is mental illness. Because you can't love God and hate what you look like. You can't love God and hate your lips. You can't love God and hate your hair. You can't love God and hate the way your body is, your physiology, your butt is shaped. You can't do that. So no, I'm not a person. This is a sad event. This is why, let me explain something to you. I said this plenty of times. Truth do not create violence. It creates peace. It does. You don't want to fight when you know the truth. But guess what? This is what, so much truth. What do they say? The age of Aquarius, we're the age of what? Information. And what do you see happening around the world with these entities? Causing what? To keep you from doing what? Sitting down, thinking, and learning, and rewiring your brain. Wars, economics, it don't make a difference. Gas prices, food prices, shootings in your neighborhood, it don't make a bit of a difference. In the age of information, it is what it is, my people. It is what it is. When you study genetics, you win. And it is not about gaining leverage over someone else. It's about you yourself ascending past the lies. See, nobody, you won't even feel like I have something over you if you wasn't holding something from me. Yo, Kalai fucking crazy. I mean, it's the truth. You wouldn't feel like, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't feel that way. And the reason why you feel like that, because you know you holding something back from me. Oh man, his genes, he can talk about his genes superior than ours. It's superior. Bro, listen, hold on for 1 second. I'm speaking universal talk. That's all I'm talking. That's all I'm talking. I said my genes are different from yours. You said my genes is superior to yours. I said my genes stretch back to the sun and the stars. You said my genes are superior to yours. This shit, what I'm talking sound like you don't have an attachment to what I'm talking about. So therefore, the only thing you can conjure up is I'm saying, and the only thing you hear is that my shit is superior to yours. When I'm telling my people that we are ill, sick, physically and mentally, because of what we are eating and the blood are mixing. And now we can't win for losing out this motherfucker, bro. The only way these people can be happy is we cleaning toilet for them, playing football, making music so they can dance, giving them new dance motherfucker move, trying to, and us putting hairstyles in our hair, trying to look like them because they can't look like us. That's it. That's the only thing that keep these people satisfied. That's it. Anything that talks about, just loving yourself and being proud of yourself and your species, I'm on a motherfucking FBI I'm on an FBI watch list now. How did I make that? I'm on an FBI watch list. Terrorists. How the fuck did I make that? What did I do? Yeah, you know what? The age of Aquarius, where the truth is more disturbing than the lie. Most of you FBI motherfuckers are just lizards. Y'all are lizards and entities. Most of y'all. That's why if you ever look at the ranking in the police officers, the more you go up, the more pale they get. The higher in rankings, the motherfucking paler they get. You ain't noticed that? Oh, it's only me that noticed that shit. Let the FBI show up to your motherfucking house. It won't be one nigga there. You'll be like, who the, all them niggas, and all of them got sunglasses on because they can't see. Fuckers, you got nothing but lizards and fucking entities at your motherfucker. Let the FBI. Let the Secret Service. Look at them. The higher you go up, the paler they get. And blue eyes. The same thing with the movie industry. The blue-eyed bandit get all the money, get all the recognition. Look at all them, man. Stop it, man. Listen, y'all better stop playing with me, man. Collide, get off of here. You can see what I'm saying when I start talking about this. And this is why they shadow banning my city. I have a video that I just did the UVC reading on yesterday, right? Now, let me tell you, I didn't load the video up, my people, because the French toast sky is active. I wanted to make sure what I was looking at is what I saw first. I'm like, no, they birds. Okay, cool. But it was something else. So I'm gonna load the video up. I'm gonna load the video up today. It's a UVC reading. My UVA and B reading, I gotta get some batteries for it, so I'm waiting for that to come in, and then I'm gonna give me some more batteries for that, and then I'm good to go with that. But other than that, my people, I really appreciate this live this morning. I really appreciate the high vibes that's in here, man. And my sisters, listen to me. What genetic books are like made to learn from? I only have biology books from college courses. Okay. I will tell you right now, listen, you can go on Amazon. You can get genetics for dummies, biology for dummies, neurology for, now I may have these books for dummies, and I want people to know something. They only put dummy on there because it's written in Latin. Medical terminology is written in Latin. These doctors wrote it in English so that way that you can understand it. But they put dummies on there so we as the organic people of the planet won't read them. Now, here's the deal. When they write these books, chemistry, biology, whatever the case may be, chemistry, no. Physics, no. Biology, genetics, and neurology. Those three right there. When they speaking about them, right, majority of the books is about their genetic makeup and how their cells transfer information and process and how they go through development stages, you know, building and breaking down. Majority of the book is about them, but each section, each section that they speak about and break down, they have to include you in there. But because you don't understand anatomy, you won't understand what they're talking about. So you will be like, damn, I don't understand that. I'm like, oh, well, one minute they say, like, for example, let me give an example. And this is a small example. They say life started as a single cell. Then they say prokaryotic cell is a single cell that is very simple. The DNA that's on a prokaryotic cell floats outside the cell along the plasma membrane, along the cell wall. Simple. The eukaryotic cell, and prokaryotic cells don't have any internal membranes and they don't have any organelles, nor do we have a nucleus, right? So when you say, damn, prokaryotic cell, single cell, now we go over to eukaryotic cell. It say eukaryotic cell will mean true nucleus, right? The person be like, oh, they mean true. So all of a sudden we hear true. We be like, yo, that's the truth. Where's the truth? They be like, nah, but wait a minute. True nucleus. Well, why don't the prokaryotic cell has a nucleus? And then they say the eukaryotic cell, the nucleus stores their genetic information. Whoa. But the genetic information on the prokaryotic cell floats along the outside of the lining of the cell in the plasma. And what is the plasma? Wait a minute. That's melanin. Oh. And now when you realize you can't alter the genetic, you can genetically splice animals on this planet and people on this planet and how they learn. And when you figure out the mechanisms as far as how they genetically splice and recreate other different life forms, you would say, damn, they need ultraviolet light. But then you say, okay, well then what's up with the melanin and the plasma that's being produced from the melanin that I have? Oh, well, your melanin eats ultraviolet light, so we can't cut into that and change that or alter that DNA to alter the phenotype. Whoa. See, these are the things that simplify our life to make it whereas though we make life hard because we are looking to find ourselves and finding a way to live according to someone else's vision. And this is why they keep us away from anatomy, because anatomy, even though they tell you, you know, sunlight is bad, mainstream science, sunlight is bad. But if you go to neuroscience, they will tell you that the smallest unit of light is a photon light that goes into the eye of the iris of the eye. You convert light into chemical energy. So why would I want to stay away from the sun if that light enters into my eyes and allows me to see and project my reality? Why would I do that? Why would I want to stay away from the sun? See, we have to read these things. We have to say, okay, what is the strongest? When you look outside, when you look outside, what is strong? What is, when you look around the planet, when you say, what is in abundance besides water? What is in abundance besides water on land? Grass, trees, in abundance. And that is the nervous system. The grass and the trees on the planet acts as fibers because you have hair on the outside of your body, and then you have hair, trillions of hairs on the inside of your body, and they are called fibers. This is what pulls in electromagnetic frequencies and convert into your body, and you convert those frequencies into messages. This is what's going on. And so when we say when Avatar showed you they was talking to trees and bonding with animals, nigga, they could do it. It's a scene in Avatar that I posted on Instagram that when the biologist and the geneticist, the white woman, was talking to the general, whatever the case may be, she broke down the connection between trees and neurons and the people that was there and the cosmos and how they all work as unisons, as one neural network. This is how we move. So listen to me, my people. You know I vibe with I vibe with my people. We are the truth. When I tell you I really vibe with my people. We are the truth. But other races of people, you have to really stop with the hatred talk, because that's what you're doing. You're trying to use reverse psychology to say that I'm speaking hatred because my genetics is different from yours. You're calling them superior. I'm calling them divine. Simple as that. You can look at your genetics and call them divine too. That's all. That's your choice. I don't look at my genetics and love my genetics and value my genetics so much that I want to enslave or abuse and hurt you or do scientific experiments on you and lie to you. I love my genetics and appreciate my genetics and value them so much that I want to raise and be a better father, an example to not just my children, but to my people as well. That's what I want to do. See, that's falling in love with truth. This is facts. It is what it is. It is what it is. And you know what's so funny about this? The people that are coming into the real understanding of genetics, I know when y'all speak about this, because everybody now, you know, we have little encounters and shit out on the street. When you speak about them genetics, do you see how them people look? Whoo! Whoa! Woo! Woo! Ric Flair be like, woo! You see how them people look? That's how you know they keeping something from you. Why would they lie to you? Why would they look like that? Yo, hold on for 1 second. If I walked up to somebody and was like, hold on for 1 second. Y'all know if anybody got children, you know when your children lying. Anybody that been around people, you know when they're lying. You ever see the look on their face when they're lying and they can't tell the truth? It's the same thing going on here. So when you can't tell the truth with them, their only recourse is to go to slavery, their only recourse is to go to God, to go to racism, to go to separation, to go to hate, and to go to love. That's it. So you got to look at that. That's it. Oh, what about God? Oh man, you causing separation. Oh, what about love? Love heals all things. No, it don't. Y'all think love do. Truth do. I ain't never seen an animal. I never seen a family of ants speak love frequency. They speak truth frequency. And then you see the love they have for one another. I never seen that amongst elephants. You ever see, I love you. Nah. Truth. And then you see the love in the family setting amongst them. So I value my people. I really appreciate y'all. Love is a spell. You damn right it is, my brother. Love is a spell. It's a outright spell. And look, they already cut me off in here, my people. I'm glad I shared this with y'all, man. But again, deletion syndrome, that's when the chromosomes are not the genome information inside the chromosome is not firing off to create the cell properly, which in turns result in gene trap sequences and birth defects and abnormalities. Woman, child of man, cosmos and earth, eternal light, each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you, my brothers and sisters. Abundance, my people, abundance. Abundance, supreme rising to you all, supreme rising to you all. Supreme rising to you all. Supreme rising to you all. The mystical one, abundance. Abundance